How much return can a mutual fund generate? 8%, 10%, 12%? Let me give you an answer. 150 times 150x return can be generated by a mutual fund. Yes, that's right. In India, there is a fund named Nippon India Growth Fund that was launched in 1995 and current NAV of the fund is 1500 rupees. So when the NFO came, it came at 10 rupees and today it is trading well above 1500 rupees. That is right. So you can create a lot of wealth in mutual funds. There are many more such examples where your money has grown 50x, 100x, 20x. So here I am bringing you a new series on basics of mutual fund. Hello friends, I am CA Rohit Gyanchandani and I welcome you all to our YouTube channel FinCademy. Friends, today we are going to begin with a new series on basics of mutual funds. So let's go. So what is a mutual fund? Now, mutual fund is an instrument where a lot of people come together, pool their money in a bucket which is called fund, and a professional fund manager is hired to manage that money. Now, who is this professional fund manager? The fund manager is a qualified and an experienced person or a veteran in stock market who has all the knowledge of investing and research. So a fund manager's job is to invest the money and generate returns for the investors. Now just see how this entire process works. So here are the investors. So you and I are investors. This is the fund. We have pooled together a lot of money and come together and put it into a pool. It is called fund. Then we have hired this smart guy called fund manager. He has experience and requisite qualification. This guy invests this money in stock market. Now when these gains are generated from stock market, these gains are transferred back to us. Is that right? So mutual fund is an avenue of investment where you can take exposure in stock market. Now, who runs this mutual fund? The mutual fund schemes are run by asset management companies. So I'll take a few names and you will be able to recall those. So SBI Mutual Fund, Axis Mutual Fund, ICICI Mutual Fund, these companies are known as asset management companies. These companies launch these mutual funds to which we can invest in. Now AMC has a dedicated fund management team. Now what is this team? When I say a fund manager, it's not actually a single person, but there is an entire team behind it, which consists of research analysts, brokers, accountants, and the team is headed by the fund manager. Now, fund manager can only invest as per the policy of scheme. So, I'll tell you what is the policy of scheme. Suppose you are planning to invest only in big companies. So, let's say top 100 companies. So, you will be able to invest in a large cap category fund. Now, we'll try to understand all this later on. But wherever a fund manager can invest, all those criterias are already listed in a document called scheme information document. Here it is. So as an investor, your job is to read scheme information document very carefully before taking a decision of investing or not. Now investor can read scheme information document and understand more about scheme before investing. Now, are mutual funds risky? Let's see. Any instrument that is linked to stock market carries certain risk. So stock market is a place where the prices change on even each second basis. So if you are investing by any route into the stock market, then it carries a certain risk. It is volatile. Mutual fund also invest in various instruments including equity share of listed companies. These shares are traded on stock exchange and value can fluctuate on daily basis. This can lead to fluctuation in value of mutual fund also. However, there are various different categories of mutual fund and investors can invest in the category that suits his risk appetite. Like I said, if you are not comfortable with the broader mandate where fund manager can invest, you can simply invest in large cap fund where fund manager can invest most of its money into top 100 companies. So that is called large cap fund. There are debt category funds also where you have no stock market risk. In that category, you get some sort of fixed return or the returns are not highly volatile. Now, Can I start a mutual fund? Can I run a mutual fund? So for example, let's take this for an example. I have 10 friends. They all tell me, Rohit, you are great. You are smart. We will give you money and then you invest money on our behalf. Can I do that? The answer is no, I cannot, because to collect money and then to pool it and then to run as a mutual fund is a highly regulated industry. Now, who regulates it? All the asset management companies are regulated by Securities Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI. Laws and regulations are framed by SEBI in order to protect interest of the investors. So no fraud person or an unregistered person cannot run a mutual fund. He has to follow all the laws and regulations that are there, that are being implemented by SEBI, and SEBI has done it to protect the interest of investors like you and me. The guidelines governing mutual funds are quite strict. Hence, mutual funds are also known as most transparent investment avenue. So suppose you invest in a fund. I'll give you an example. Let's say you invest in a SBI blue chip fund. Now this is a large cap category fund. If you want to know where this fund invests its money, you can know that by a document called fact sheet. Fund houses on monthly basis give a document called fact sheet. In that fact sheet, you can check what companies the funds have invested in. Such is the level of transparency in the mutual funds. So now, before getting into all this, some of the people might have some questions. I want to bust these myths. Some of the questions are like, how much money do I need to invest in mutual fund, or are funds with lower NAV better? Mutual fund offers guaranteed returns. So here are 5 myths that I have listed, and then let's bust them. So what are the common myths about mutual funds? Number 1, we need a lot of money to begin with to invest in mutual fund. This is absolutely incorrect. You can start investing with as low as 500 rupees. Even better, some of the AMCs have now started a facility to invest rupees 100 via SIP route. So you don't need lakhs and lakhs of rupees to start investing in mutual fund. With 100 rupees per month also you can start investing. Myth number 2. Funds having lower NAV are cheaper or grow faster than funds having higher NAV. What is an NAV? NAV means net asset value. Suppose you buy a share. So the value of share, it's called share price. In case of mutual funds, the value of mutual fund is called NAV. So some people have this misconception that NAV, if the NAV is smaller, then the fund can grow faster. That has nothing to do with the performance. Now I'll bust this myth. Suppose you have 2 funds. There are 2 funds in the market, fund A and fund B. Both of them grow at 10%. Just assume. Let's say. Now fund A has an NAV of 100 rupees, fund B has an NAV of 10 rupees. Now if both of them grow at 10%, 100 rupee wala fund will become 110 and 10 rupees fund will become 11 rupees. Okay, 10% growth in both. Now tell me something, if you invest 10,000 rupees in both the funds and it grows at 10%, what is the value of your investment? 11,000. Whether the NAV of the fund has anything to do with the value of investment? The answer is no. So if the NAV is lower, if NAV is lower, it does not mean it is cheap. If NAV is higher, it does not mean it is costly. NAV is basically the price. Okay, so now myth number 3. Mutual fund offered guaranteed returns. Now this is the biggest myth. Some of the people are being sold mutual funds saying that okay, it will generate 10-12%, it has done in past, it will do it in future. Answer is no. Just like any other instrument, mutual funds are also subject to market risks. The fluctuation risk is always there. Mutual funds will also move in tandem with market only. If market goes down 2%, mutual fund is also going to go down. Maybe not by 2%, but it is going to go down. Okay, if it goes up, it is going to go up. If the markets are falling, mutual funds can give negative returns also. So there is no guarantee of returns. Is that clear? Now myth number 4. A lot of people buy mutual funds by looking at past returns. Try to understand this. When you buy a mutual fund, you do not inherit past returns. Past returns are just as a performance check. They should work as a performance check. When you invest in a fund, you do not get those returns. You are going to get the future returns. So you have to You can use past returns to check the consistency of the fund. That is all fine, but that necessarily does not mean that fund is going to generate same returns in future also. It may generate higher, it may generate lower. So if somebody is mis-selling it to you, if you are into a wrong impression that past returns will be replicated, just bust that myth. Past returns have nothing to do with what fund is going to do in future. The only thing that you can do with past return is check a couple of things. That is, one, the fund manager has beaten the benchmark or not, whether he is performing good. Second, whether he is consistent in his returns, right? So these are the only two things, but they do not indicate any future returns. And last but not the least, this is the fifth myth: mutual funds are better alternative to fixed deposit. This is a very terrible comparison that people do. Now, this may be true in case of debt funds. Okay, so debt funds are like fixed income only. They invest in government bond, corporate bonds, and they get interest income, and similarly the NAV goes up. So that may be considered to FD, I get it. But a lot of people compare 12%, 13% return generating mutual funds with fixed deposit, and they think that why not invest in mutual funds instead of fixed deposit. See, as I have said, mutual funds are subject to market risk. They are subject to equity risk. If the market goes down, the value of mutual fund will go down. Similarly, that is not the case with fixed deposit. Let's say if you do an FD with State Bank of India, any nationalized or big bank, okay, let's say you do FD of 10,000 rupees, you are assured of your principal repayment and interest, which is assured, which is guaranteed, which is fixed. Same is not the case with mutual fund. Mutual fund may generate higher return, may generate lower return, but you cannot compare it with fixed deposit. It is completely incorrect. Now, since we have spoken a lot of things about mutual funds, you must be confused. Okay, what are these jargons? What is NAV? All these complicated terms, right? I will demystify all these complicated terms. I will simplify them for you in the next video. So stay tuned. Thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. If you like the video, please hit that like button and also comment about your views on this video. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to stay updated. Friends, we also run a WhatsApp broadcast list where we share interesting content about personal finance. To join our WhatsApp broadcast list, send a hi on this number and also save this number in your phone book as Fincademy. Saving the number is really important, otherwise you won't be able to receive the broadcast messages. That's it for now. See you next time.